Well, hello there. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Julie. This is my journal. I have not yet gotten ready for the day. Apologies, but it's my journal. So you know, hopefully I don't have boogers at least. You get what you get when it's my journal. Hope you don't mind. I am at least going to put you on the tripod though, because I do happen to have it out. So then at least hopefully once we get it set up, I won't be giving you guys like seasickness. Thank you for bearing with me. Maybe. Let me, hold on. Just a sec. You all that bear with me and all of this, you're just so great. You're just so wonderful. And I appreciate you. So, I am working on it. Ow, what is that? What did I do? With me, who knows? It could be anything. It's not a hickey, I promise you that. But what happened? Oh, and it's warm. I don't know. Could be allergies. Could be anything. Anyway, so journal. Apologies that I didn't upload an exercise with me yesterday. James and I, that's my husband, we were off on a weekend getaway. And I did exercise. God, in some fun ways, but also lots of walking. Let me grab a cough drop. I'm not sick, but I still have that goddamn lingering cough when I talk or when I eat. It's so incredibly frustrating. And honestly, I don't know if I even have a cough drop in here. But anyway, oh, I do. We're in luck. So we did a lot of walking. I'm working on a video that will be on our vlog channel, Frugal Family Flies Again, because any like traveling or adventures like that, they go on that channel. And so we went away for the weekend. My goal is my like blue sky dreaming goal is for us to go away one weekend a month. That's my like blue sky. But more realistically, if we go away like every 2 months for just a quick weekend somewhere fairly close, that would be awesome. So good for us. We absolutely need it. You know, as a couple, we had the most wonderful time. We stayed at this place called the Homestead Resort, and it's in Midway, Utah. I live in Utah, and I've wanted to stay there, oh my God, for so long. Back in the day, my little brother and I, we ran a 5K. I used to be a runner, believe it or don't, even long distance. Ran long distance. There was a time when I was deep in my eating disorder that I was running 13 miles a day. No wonder I have such bad knees, ankles, hips. Anyhow, but my little brother and I, we ran a 5K there. That same little brother has since gone on to run marathons and stuff like that. So, and my daddy, rest in peace, he was the one that went with us and watched us. And God, that was a very, very special thing. I didn't realize at the time just how special that would become for me, you know, now that we're 9 years out from losing my daddy. So anyway, but since that time, I've wanted to stay at that hotel, that resort, because well, it was just beautiful and a beautiful place, a beautiful area. And that was just on my bucket list, but it was a little costly, you know, and I actually got a really good deal on us, you know, staying there. Got really lucky that way that it was actually pretty dang reasonable, the deal that I got, because I'm not an affiliate with them, but I want to get that set up. But booking.com is what I use anytime I go anywhere. My Disney trips, weekend getaways with my husband, family trips, I always use booking.com. And so I've built up like loyalty rewards or genius level things. Anyway, I'll have to do a video about it and at some point see if I can get an affiliate thing set up. But anyway, using what I have earned there, that made it far more reasonable and fit into our budget. You know, times are tough for everybody. Everything is so goddamn expensive. Holy cow. So anyway, we went and stayed there, crossed something off of my bucket list that I've wanted for absolutely ever. And it was just Oh God, it was so lovely. It was so beautiful. And, snow everywhere, but the snow was glittery. You'll see in the video. I'll show you. We had the most fabulous dinner and had me some drinky drinks. And the staff was delightful. Our room was wonderful. But one main complaint, and I'll talk about it in that video, but I'm going to do a separate video here about it because I am going to be buying some travel bidets, portable bidets, electronic and analog, manual, because I forgot. Sorry if you hear crinkling in the background. That's Miss Kitty up on her window bed with her crinkle thing that one of you sent to her. Was it Julie N? I don't think so. Who sent that? Or was it Frugal Livin'? Anyway, one of you sent the crinkle pad, and so that's what you're hearing back there if you hear that. But anyway, I forgot my rule of bringing my own toilet paper when I go anywhere. I had committed to that, I don't know, last Disney trip or whenever. Anyway, I had committed to always bringing my own toilet paper. I live with IBS, and on top of that, I also no longer have a gallbladder. I had severe gallbladder disease and had to have that removed some years ago. And because of that, I have, and I also am allergic. It's not celiac. It's actually an allergic response to most grains, most all, not rice. I think I'm okay with rice, but wheat, even oats, any of those, I'm very allergic. I have an allergic response, not a celiac. It's not that. I've been tested. It's not that. It's an actual digestive allergic response. So anyhow, I struggle. I also have a history of anal fissures and had to have surgery on that. I need to do a new detailed video, detailed in certain ways, about that experience, because I know there's people out there that would, struggle with that and wonder what the hell's going on with them, that maybe my experience could help. But anyway, sorry, I am all over. Breathe. Okay, so I forgot my own toilet paper, and the toilet paper was terrible. I mean, I've had gas station toilet paper be 10 times better than the toilet paper that was in our hotel room. And that really is sad, because everything else was pretty dang awesome, pretty freaking awesome. The bed, fabulous. The pillows, wonderful. But bad toilet paper can ruin almost anything, and where it is a little bit costly, of a hotel, you kind of expect to at least have better than gas station toilet paper. You getting me? Do you understand? And when you live with IBS and digestive problems, it's an issue. So I decided, okay, well, we need a travel bidet, because I have bidets now in both of our bathrooms, and it has been a life changer. I will leave an Amazon affiliate link to the bidets that I have. I'll leave that in the video description. But you can't bring that with you everywhere. And it's very rare here in the US of America that there's already going to be a bidet anywhere that you go. Very rare. They're more prevalent now because of the pandemic and the ridiculous, hilariously ridiculous, dystopian toilet paper shortage. That was nuts. More people did get bidets installed, because of that. But still, it's very rare that you're going to find them. So I started looking on Amazon at different options for portable bidets, travel bidets. And so there's some that they're like USB, you charge them. There's others, you squeeze them, kind of like the ones, if you've ever delivered a baby, they send you home with a squeezy bottle to clean yourself because everything's all stretched out and, oh God, Laffy Taffy down there. And so wiping, oh, holy cow. Sometime, let me tell you the story about when I had Olivia, my very first baby, and I didn't know that you're not supposed to wipe. And also, nobody gave me stool softener, which ended up 9 months later leading to an anal fissure. Anyway, well, we're gonna do that in a different video. So anyway, there are the squeezy kind, and they're kind of angled in such a way that it can get into, into the crevices, and then also an electric one. And so what I was looking at, I've been looking over the reviews, and there are some hilarious reviews. I will be reviewing those reviews with you guys in an edited video. But what I want is a large reservoir so it can hold enough water, because once you're on the toilet, I mean, you're not hopping over to wherever the sink might be to refill. So you know what I mean? So it needs a large enough reservoir. It needs enough power, but not such that it's going to split me in half. And the price. The price also matters. And also, is it sturdy? Is it, you know, I plan on a lot of traveling if I can make that work. Budget is tight right now, and we need a new car. So will I be doing a load of traveling anytime soon? Probably not. I do have the trip this September with Mariah, my youngest. It's her turn this year for the one-on-one trip, and that's where all of my funds are going. I'm still working on that, working on making that happen, but also trying to work towards getting a new car, because we need to do that by, I think, August or September is when we're up for registering the car again. And so it's either I have to get a new car, or there are some major repairs that need to be done to the van. We'll see which one ends up happening. So probably repairs to the van, because the van is paid off, and interest rates right now on like a car loan, it would be insane. And I don't think we want a monthly car note. So maybe we'll just try prolonging that poor van's life. I don't know. So probably not a ton of traveling anytime soon, but once we get through these couple of things, and now that I'm starting to be able to move around again, maybe I'll even be able to dumpster dive again on the main channel and start bringing in the views and the finances again, et cetera, to be able to be traveling again. All of this to say, I want to have travel bidets to bring with me on my trips, you know, and obviously, if you're going on the plane, you got to be a little careful, because you can't have liquids and stuff. You might have to put them, like empty them and put them in your carry-on, or not your carry-on, your checked luggage. It also might be a little awkward if you have them in your carry-on so that you can use them, you know, like on the plane or in the airport. It might be weird when they're getting x-rayed. You probably have to warn them, hey, I've got a device in there. It's not what you think it is. And you probably would have to warn them. That'll be another video. We'll have to talk about that, because that just popped into my head, and that's something to think about. Well, anyway, so I'm going to be trying some out, and I've been reading the reviews, and there's some that are highly recommended, and others where people have had the most hilarious experiences with these turbo-powered, like, what did they call it? Like fire hose strength portable bidets. No thanks. Anyway, hopefully next year I'll be doing quite a bit more traveling, but this year it's more the weekend getaways that I want to do with James, and bringing the little mini travel bidet with us, even if it's just a day trip, because it doesn't have to be a weekend. It doesn't have to be an overnight. It can just be a day trip, but I'm so used to the gloriousness of my bidet now that when I go out, and it's awful. It is. It's one of those, how did I live before I had the bidet? Yeah, God. I know that those of you with digestive issues, you know what I'm talking about. It gets painful, okay? It's awful and frustrating and messy. And so also little family adventures. I also joined a couple, I don't know if joined is the word, but I'm going to be attending, as promised. I said I would get out and socialize. I will be attending a couple of book clubs later this month. Yep, doing it. And one of them, it's a bit of a drive. My sister-in-law is hosting it. And so it's an hour and a half drive to her place. And I'm going to stay the night there. So, of course, I want to bring the portable bidet so that I'm comfortable. I'll bring that and my own toilet paper. I want to be able, when I'm out and about, I mean, even if I'm just, like I said, like a day trip, going to my brother's house, whatever, just a day trip, I want to be able to bring those with me. So I need it to fit in my purse, which, there's my purse. Did you see my video about the new handles? Isn't that great? I wore the other ones to death. Like, I used them, loved them to death. These handles, they do the job. The one thing I'm kind of sad about is that the old handles were round, and so it was really comfortable. These are not as comfortable, but they're new and they look really nice and they're not all ripped up and torn apart. Thank you, Bonnie and Liz. They sent me this years ago and it was all fresh and lovely. And then I just loved it and loved it and loved it. And anyway, like our van and like me, it needed new parts. So bidets and digestive issues, they are the thing of the day today for me. This journal might be the most all over the place journal I think I've ever done. I really think so. If for some crazy, wonderful reason you are still watching right now at almost 16 minutes, please in the comments put all over the place. People are going to wonder, what does that mean? All over the place. Please put that in the comments if you're still watching. You are wonderful. I love you. What else did I want to talk about? So I joined book clubs. I'm going to 2 of those. Actually, so I'm going to one close by, and then the next day I'm going to the one at my sister-in-law's place where I'm staying the night. Let's see. Yeah, the next day. So doing that as promised. I'm also looking at a couple, I don't want to after having been so, not antisocial, but just having not socialized much in so long, I don't want to overwhelm myself and, sensory overload and socialization overload and go out to like a million different things. I don't want to do that to myself. We spent yesterday with family for the Super Bowl and I had an absolutely wonderful time. Going to do these book club things. And of course, there'll be other family things that I'm going to set up. I don't want to overdo it. I want to kind of ease back in. And once upon a time, I was a social butterfly. That shouldn't be a surprise. You guys know me. I love to talk and to socialize and to enjoy the energy of people. But I also have had a really rough few years that absolutely affected me mentally and emotionally and physically. And it's left me a little bit agoraphobic, not, self-diagnosing, but the reality is lots of social anxiety and just going outside kind of anxiety, so much fear of injury and, yeah. But I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be out there and living and loving and socializing. And so I am setting things up as I promised that if the job at the school didn't work out, that I would do other things. I would find other ways, to make money for the car. And that will be lots more videos and live streams and stuff like that. I'll be doing that here. And then socializing with people face to face, because I'll be socializing with you guys via live streams, and that's wonderful, and I'm so excited, but I'm staring at my own face. And I love my face. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Daddy. I love my face. So grateful for my face. But I want to see other faces, and I want to reconnect, and rekindle friendships and go out for coffee and drinks and to the park and to just hang out, sit together quietly in the library and discuss. I need faces, and to laugh with people and to cry with people and to talk with people. I just need that. But I don't need to do all of it all of a sudden. That would get super overwhelming, super fast. And that's not good for anybody, Anyway, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to talk about, at least for the moment, for this journal. I hope you guys are good. I know there's so much just awful. There's so much going on in the world right now, and we're headed for election season. Oh God. And money is just, Jesus, our economy right now, especially here in the US. I don't know about elsewhere because I don't live elsewhere, but I know that here it is so tight. It is so tight. We were in the grocery store, James and I, yesterday on our way home, picking up treats to take to the Super Bowl party. And it was just like, oh my God, how can they charge that for this thing and that thing? How are we supposed to live? I was thinking, God, I need to start couponing again. If I still want to do anything outside of just bare necessities, I'm going to have to start couponing again. I definitely want to start dumpster diving again. I'm almost there. I think, the elbows are still a little wonky. I got this one treated the other day, but the recovery time was like a fifth of what it was the first time he did it. I'm going to call today and schedule this one. So I absolutely foresee being able to dumpster dive in like a month, maybe. And so we'll get out there and see. I don't know if there'll be anything to help supplement, maybe coffee. Oh, that'd be so great if I could find coffee again. Remember when I used to get those huge hauls of coffee? If you're only watching me on this channel and not coming from our main channel, hi, hey, I'm Julie. But I have a super long history of dumpster diving. Way before I was on YouTube. Like, we're talking like 13 years at least, maybe 14 years of dumpster diving. Very, very helpful for my family. Amazing for my family. So good for my family. But anyway, it's rough. It's, God, I've seen on local Facebook pages people talking about how much the electricity bills have gone up and the gas bills and the this and the that, and then the price of anything, and then rent for people. Oh my God. I was thinking the other day how incredibly lucky we are to own our house. It's a tiny little house with, it's not tiny, but it's a small house, and it's an old house, and it creaks and it groans, and we're constantly having to fix things. And I need to patch this thing. It drives me crazy every time I record right here, and yet I keep recording here. But I need to patch that and paint, and there's always something. And our stairs, good Lord, I'm going to start recording my stair climbs because that's my initial training for getting back to hiking. Stay tuned. I'm really excited. But we have the steepest, most ridiculous stairs. That's a way to exercise and train, though. See, look on the bright side. I was thinking about these, how many projects we have, and we can't afford these projects, and it's just this never ending. And I was in that thought process, in that mode for like 2 minutes. And then it was like, Julie, you guys own your home. There art thou happy, So lucky, so fortunate to have bought our house 16 years ago. Yeah. Because right now, especially here in Utah, the market is insane. I don't know how anybody, if they don't have family help or aren't independently wealthy, how do you afford a house? I just don't know. I don't know. And our home is worth so much more than what we paid initially for it. And that's exciting. That means we've got equity along with the equity of paying into it for 16 years. But it's not like we can, because like the contractor that was here finishing our bathroom, I'll be showing you that on our main channel, The Frugal Family. We were talking, God, what were we talking about? What was I talking about? Why do I do that? I always choo-choo off onto other trains and lose the track and the plot. Shoot, what was I talking about? And I'm not going to edit this, so it's not like I can just, well, I can pause it. Let me pause and think about what it was I was talking to you about. I remembered what I was talking to you about. We were talking about like all the projects that need doing, and specifically the stairs, what it would cost to make better stairs in this house. And he was like, no, at this point, you finish up the projects that you have, which are many, and then you sell and start over in a house, like a newer build or a renovated house where those things are done. You take the equity and you put that as a big down payment on something else. And he's like, but not in Utah. Exactly. Therein lies the problem. Until our kids are grown and moved out, it's just not possible. It's absolutely not possible because yes, we have a considerable amount of equity. Hallelujah. I'm so grateful. But there's no way, even with taking that for a down payment, There's no way in our area or within 50 miles in almost any direction that we would be able to get a house that we could afford the monthly payment. Would we get approved? Yeah, probably for a loan. But if you can't afford the monthly payment, it doesn't matter. You can't do it, and it's just not possible. So my goal, sorry, this is a whole nother tangent. My goal at this point is not to fix the stairs anymore. That had been my dream for so long. No, it's not going to happen. We will finish raising the kids here in this house. Mariah will be 12 in April. So you figure we've got 6 to 10 years-ish before they've all flown the coop. And then at that point, sell the house. Like between now and then, finish those projects for ourselves and enjoy the comfort of having those projects done. Do what needs doing. And then in 10-ish years, sell the house and get a one level that my knees and hips and ankles can handle, one level house that has my dream setup of an open concept with one huge room. The other rooms don't need to be big at all. I mean, it'd be nice to have an open kitchen and all that, but I want open floor plan. I don't need a ginormous bedroom or anything, but I want one huge open room where you put couches kind of here and there and cupboards along one wall to put all the crafting and the glitter. So when my kids and grandkids come over, or I just want to do, we have all the glitter and the glue and the puzzles and games and whatever in cupboards along a wall. And then the rest of it, maybe have a projector screen that can come down and have the couches and some fold up tables to have meals and games and whatever. A big, huge room where all the family can come and be together in whatever weather. We have a nice big yard that I'm so grateful for. And so in warmer weather, we can bring people over and have everyone here outside. But inside, no, we absolutely can't. It's too tight. I cannot host family things here except in the warmer weather, which we're going to be doing. I'm so excited. We're going to do a big birthday party / graduation party for Olivia this summer. She's graduating from high school. Oh my God. And she's going to be 18. I'm going to rent a big pavilion thing because otherwise it's going to be too damn hot outside. And I will have a big family gathering. But the rest of the time, there's just not room. It's too uncomfortable. It's too tight. And luckily, some of my other siblings have open space. And so we go to their homes. But I would love to host here, but that's not possible. So in our new home, one level, so I don't need to worry about our knees and hips and all of that. James's knees are starting to bother him. And mine, God, they're a disaster. One floor, big open room. You guys can't see it because we're like this, but big open room where I can have everyone over. That is what I want. Would it be in this same area? Probably not, because even 10 years from now, I mean, who knows what the market's going to be like. And I don't want 10 years from now when we are over 50 to be getting into another mortgage. You know what I mean? So who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Who can say from one day or decade to the next, where we're at right now, would you even have thought 10 years ago? This is where, yeah. So this is getting way too long. We are closing in on 30 minutes. I just had a lot on my mind. And actually now I'm starting to feel so much calmer. So thank you for that. I think I just had so many things in this brain. That's the way this brain works. I had so many things going and needed to declutter them, to clear all that out so that I could take a deep breath and calm down and think about one thing at a time. That's the way this brain works. And I work with it. I do the best I can. Lots of stuff in my mind right now. Lots of stuff I'm thinking about. And I know that everybody, okay, maybe not everybody, there's the lucky few, but I know most of us are wondering and worrying about the cost of this and the cost of that. I know that. I know that a lot of us are, 2 or 3 months of no paycheck away from homelessness even. Financial disaster. So, and food prices and gas prices and rent prices and all of those things. I know there is so much right now. There's so much. And so I just want to tell you, I can't fix any of those things for you. Obviously, of course. Can't even fix them for myself. But what I can do is be here and commiserate. And we can find strength, I guess, in each other. And share some moments of fun and funny and silly and nonsense. And I want to do that. I want to do that with you guys. I think that might maybe help all of us get through these things that we just have no control over. I love you. I mean that truly. You guys have kept me going, God, through so much. Well, you guys know you've kept me going through so much. If I hadn't have, and I've almost quit YouTube how many times? God, so many times. Because of the few bad apples, you know. So many times I've almost said no. I'm so glad I didn't. Because no. The love and support and kindness that you guys have shown me and my family over these many, many years, you've kept me going. This little side thing that I do that keeps me sane and gives me purpose. What would I do without it? I don't know. So whatever I end up doing here on YouTube, if I get back into dumpster diving, if you know, the stars align and my body is able to do it and there are actually open dumpsters that no one else has already taken and the stuff isn't destroyed, if that actually happens, awesome, fantastic. That would be great. I've been feeling the urge and the need so much lately. If it doesn't, I'll still be here. I don't know what I'll be doing. Chit-chatting like this, probably. But I just don't see ever leaving YouTube. We've built a community here that I've needed. Hope that doesn't just sound totally selfish, but I've needed you guys in my life, in my heart, and I've needed you. And you guys have gotten me through. So thank you. I better go. I've got socks to sort. I'm almost caught up with the laundry. All the laundry. Almost. There was so much. Not just in the laundry room, but in bedrooms and bathrooms. And God. The kids have done an amazing job as I have been broken and had procedures and this and that, or been sick for 3 weeks or whatever. You know, God love them. They have done an amazing job and I appreciate them so much. But there's still so much more to do, or things that don't quite get done the way you want them done, you know, and I'm catching up with all that now and bringing you along for some of it on the main channel, The Frugal Family. Anyway, I'm going to get to it. I bleh. I hope you have a wonderful day and a fabulous week. I hope that good things happen for you, even in the midst of so much garbage and so much out of our control and so much negativity and sadness. I do hope there are some good things. Maybe we might have to look for them. Look at this hair. Jeez. We might have to look for those good things. Might have to search a little bit. For me, it was cuddles with my kitty this morning. Was one of the big things. And my coffee tasting just absolutely perfect and was just the perfect temperature and just the right amount of creamer, and it was wonderful. God, it was so good. It was. And a couple of jokes that my kids said this morning, and the wonderful weekend I had with my husband and with family, even though our team lost. There are good things. I hope you find them. I hope you see them and embrace them and enjoy them. Okay? This has been my very long, rambling, all over the place journal. I have been Julie. You have been beyond wonderful. I'll see you all real soon. Bye.